Hi, I'm Karen.
Hi, I'm Jim.
And welcome back to our series on film races. Today we're going to be talking about locations.
Locations can make or break your film, spur on your actors, give your entire team the creativity, the focus that they really need to have.
We find that the best way to find locations for our film races is to just think about what we already have access to. What are the places that we know will allow us to film on short notice? Looking around our community, talking with friends, and seeing like who might have something unique and interesting that we could look at to consider filming at.
What fits the particular theme that you're looking for? What makes it easy for you to film such that you don't have to travel far? You want to have a place that is convenient for crafty or meals or things of that nature. Consider weather conditions. If it's going to be rainy, if you're shooting at night, is it close enough where you can maybe grab a couple hours of sleep and then get up at 2 in the morning? We did one film where we got up at, 4 in the morning? And so
because we wanted the sunrise shot.
We wanted the sunrise shot. So what location affords you that possibility?
Once we've identified maybe some unique locations that we want to film in that we don't already have access to, we'll just contact the owners of that place or just figure out if there's a way that we can film there, get permission ahead of time. Just talk with them, be honest with them, and make sure that they know like we'll have around this many people there, we'll need access to a bathroom. We will do our best to stay out of the way if it's like a business that's gonna also be running business while we're there. Bathrooms are a big thing. You wanna make sure you have access to, not only to go to the bathroom, but also for wardrobe changes or for your actors to check out their hair and makeup.
The people who are there living around there, people that own the location, they need to have a full expectation of what you plan to do. If you're in like a community, you might want to reach out to some of the homes in the area to say, yeah, we plan to be doing a film shoot here.
You want to be as discreet as possible. You don't want to disturb the people that are around you, but you also want to make sure you don't get the police called on you.
And have somebody on set who is prepared to deal with the questions. Who, when someone comes up, you say, Jim, come over here. Would you talk with the policeman here or whoever?
Yeah, you don't want it to be the director that is going to have to stop. It could ruin all the momentum that you've built up so far. Just like with anything with film races, you need to be flexible and have your contingencies in place.
If you're in the middle of a street and a busy townhouse community and you're trying to take over the whole street, that's not going to work, and you're going to have a backup plan.
You're going to need to get a location release signed. Now, this is almost always going to come from the film race. They're going to have their own forms that you need to have the location owner sign. You want to print those ahead of time, get them to sign it early on so that you don't end up filming and then at the end of the day they're like, no, I'm not signing anything. Location releases, however, do not cover the people that are on that location, so that's a totally separate issue. A location can be its own character. You will almost never find us filming in someone's apartment that has white walls and nothing on the walls. You'll find that a lot of people that are doing film races, especially early on, that's where they will film because that's what they have access to. If you can film in a more unique location, it's just going to set your film apart. It's going to immediately set the stage for, oh, this film's different. So we tend to avoid anything that's going to be super boring. For instance, when we shot Capsule, we didn't have access to an interior spaceship. Most people don't. And so we were like, well, we'll build it. We had a space to build it in, and that was important. We had our own offices where we could move a bunch of stuff out and build the capsule right there.
Welcome to the Neighborhood basically shot the whole thing from the back of a U-Haul.
Really simple location, but it added so much production value and made that location just kind of stand out.
Mm-hmm.
When you're looking for interior locations, something you want to keep in mind is there a very loud like HVAC unit. Do you have access to turning that off if it goes on and off because that can really mess up your audio? And are you near train tracks? Are you in a flight path? Are you near a firehouse or a hospital that's going to have a lot of ambulances coming in and out? Noises that you don't really pay attention to until that camera and the sound is rolling.
Safety is paramount, so be sure you have access to first aid, whether you bring that in or if it's more serious, that you know how to get to the nearest hospital.
Yeah, like you should always know the address or closest intersection wherever you're at. Like if you're filming outside, know what you are closest to. So if you know, God forbid, something terrible would happen, you have to call 911, you can tell them exactly where you're located.
Make sure you have cell phone service where you are. In a lot of places we've shot, it's been spotty or non-existent.
So just like anything we talk about here on the Film Race series, most of this stuff is going to translate to real-world productions, whether it's for a client or for your own projects. It doesn't have to be only in these short turnaround type projects. This is all going to be useful information that you can use for anything that you work on in the future.
Do your homework up front before you start the film race. Give yourself a number of options for outside, inside, office, bedroom. It'll make your life a lot easier and your film better. Thank you for watching. If you haven't done so, please subscribe.
And we'll see you next time here on the Film Race series.